In this first video from the vaults, I asked Jay what to consider when miking up the drums, and how to build your drum sound around different types of mics. In the second part of the interview, we hear Jay's take on phase.
When I approach a drum mix, I tend to listen to overheads, underheads, rooms, first, because you sort of want to get a sense of space before you bring any other elements into it. With a limited track count, how wide it can get really, depends solely on your microphone choice and the placements. With this as an example of how to sort of get things to happen with mono microphones, in the instance where you may not have multiple matching microphones or pairs of things, sort of the intent was to show that you could get fairly decent space and a image of the kit with that overhead placement. Basically center straight down, as close to straight down as you can get it, or aim slightly at the drummer. You have to put on headphones and play with it. If you approach the mix sort of from the room mics, overheads, underheads, dick mic, crush mic, those sort of positions first, and sort of decide what your placeholder is going to be and how you want to sort of assemble your sonic footprint. There has to be a stereo image or things at least have to be aligned somewhere within the field. Even if you're working mono, you can play with pans and move things around, and a mono kick to the left and a mono snare to the right with a mono overhead right up the middle or whatever. You can achieve some spatial definition that way. So with phasing, your ears are a pretty good judge when it comes to the basics of it. You can sense when something's canceling really bad. And there's a good chance that if you're working on a 4-track machine or an ADAT or anything like that, you're experimenting. So the best bet with phase really is to experiment. Because if it sounds good, it is good. It doesn't matter. If the snare's, 90 degrees out of phase and something rings weird when you hit it really hard, but if it sounds cool to you, then who cares? An oscilloscope proves scientific perfection, but it doesn't prove anything in the audio world. So your best bet with phase is to put on headphones and move things around until it sounds cool, and whatever that is, fly.
Thanks, Jay. Happy recording. Godspeed, my friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you nerd. Have a cool summer. Peace.